Hey guys, it's Leo K. I'm playing some Genshin Impact in this video. The Inazuma expansion for the game recently came out. It's the third region with the Electro element based on Japan, and I wanted to record one of these little story dungeons that you can play in the main story, which I really enjoyed. I'm cutting out all the cutscenes and all the story just because I want to keep things condensed and I don't want to take up too much of your time. But I'm gonna start this dungeon with Zhongli's Stele and just put it down, get a shield, switch to Childe, kill these guys. Childe is a character who we as a community have discovered is not really a main DPS, he's more of an enabler for other units. But I do play him as my primary, just because in most of the open world content, you're not really damage gated that hard, like anyone can do anything. The times you would really want to pay attention to, how a character is quote-unquote supposed to play is in Spiral Abyss, because that's where optimization matters a great deal. But you can see here why I love taking Childe into story content and into dungeon content, because the way he can just AoE enemies really quickly and just splash damage all around him is really, really fun. There's a guy behind that screen right there, as you can see. And once we beat him, I'm gonna show you another cheeky thing miHoYo does here. I love that Childe can stand switch. That's a trap right there. It fires darts out of the wall, out of the pillar. And if you step on the floor a little bit in front of it, it's actually a pressure plate, and it causes a spiked ceiling to come down. So those are some fun little things I haven't really seen in this game prior to this, and I thought they were really cool. These guys are buffed by this Electro samurai armor, so you can just deactivate it by walking up to it and it will remove the buff from them. Because Childe's burst refunds a lot of the energy that you use to cast it when he's in his bow stance, it's actually really, really easy to just apply a Riptide mark to everyone and then just go to town on them with your daggers. Childe is also the only character in the game that uses anything resembling knives as a main weapon. And as you might have guessed, that's why I play him so much. And this is a standard platforming thing that you've seen in many other games before. Just watch the floor, watch which areas are glowing and about to turn on, and don't be standing in them when they get electrified. I like the music in here too. I hope they upload the MP3. Yeah, you know how I said I really love the fact that he can stand switch? It's really great to just be able to back up, switch to bow stance, and then fire some shots into them. Most players will not level up their Childe's, bow basic attack, because usually you want to focus on his water daggers, you want to focus on his ultimate, but my Childe is actually triple crowned. I burned 3 crowns on him. And so all of his talents are essentially the highest they can go without me getting more constellations. So Yeah, I don't really play favorites with Childe's talents. I like everything. I like his bow, I like his knives. There's the final key we need. Just looking both ways before crossing the street, so to speak. The reason you see me switch back to my bow stance, for people who don't really play Genshin Impact that much, is that the longer time you spend in your dagger stance, the more of a cooldown it will have the next time you want to switch back to it. Childe holding his water knives out takes a lot out of him, so he can't sustain it forever. He has to stance, essentially. So it is good practice to just switch back to your bow whenever you're done with your knives. So that's gonna be it for the gameplay portion of this dungeon. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this. I really like this game, Inazuma is a great region, and I'm looking forward to making more stuff in the future.